Transit issues, of course, are just a part of what it means to be a big city. And here's another. High rises. Turns out, based on a new study of urban development, Vancouver cracks the world top 10 list for the number of skyscrapers. In this case, that's anything over 12 stories. Quite an accomplishment, though, when you consider our population relative to New York, Shanghai, and Tokyo. Ted Chernecki explains.
Vancouver's downtown core has become a concrete and glass jungle. Everywhere you look, there's high-rise after high-rise. By the latest count, according to the website skyscraperpage.com, there are 664 buildings 12 stories or more. There are 26 under construction and 70 more proposed, putting Vancouver City in the top 10 of high-rises in the Western world at number 9.
What we're not taking into account is the different municipalities in Metro Vancouver. So you have New York City, Chicago, Tokyo, Mexico City, Shanghai, ahead of Vancouver, the city of Vancouver. But if we were to add all of the municipalities, we're actually number 3, right behind Toronto, which is at about 2,000. Vancouver, all combined, about 1,200.
More high-rises than Tokyo, Hong Kong, or Chicago, raising the question, has Vancouver gone too far in building only skyward?
You could easily go from a current population of 600,000 to 1.2 million without the necessity of going to high-rises. We just wanted to look at that and see if it was possible. The answer is absolutely.
Instead of high-rises like these, he proposes a more European approach where buildings are only about 4 stories high, but lots of them along arterial roads. That's something some residents of Mount Pleasant have been advocating instead of a proposed high-rise there. The Residents Association is currently suing the city, claiming the city has quietly changed its own bylaws regarding established view corridors. As for the future, the city says don't expect higher buildings because it too envisions far more low and mid-rise buildings.
What we haven't done in Vancouver, like many of the surrounding communities, is have opportunities for townhouses. And that market niche is just starting to be met now through the MARPOL plan and through other initiatives that we're proceeding with to encourage townhouses as an alternative to high-rise living in Vancouver.
To show how quickly things can get out of hand, look at this photo of the Georgia Street Viaduct in 1970. No Rogers Arena, no BC Place, compared to today's cluster of high-rises. Granville Street, 1934, and what it's expected to look like in 2018. Ted Chernecki, Global News.